Net neutrality is at the top of the progressives' wish list this year, and now the FCC is ready to grant this wish just before Christmas. Seton Motley has the details. He's the editor-in-chief of StopNetRegulation.org and the president of Less Government. Seton, how bad is this, and what is the government trying to do?
It's a pretty bad deal, Judge. How are you?
Good, thanks.
There's basically two facets of net neutrality with which we have to be concerned. There's tiered pricing, which the left is against, and discrimination of content, which they are for. Let's talk about discrimination of content first.
Right.
First, okay, you and I live next door to one another. You're downloading a movie. I'm updating my Twitter account. At that moment, you need more internet than I do. So the internet service provider manages the network. They give you more internet than I get. You're done with your movie. They move it over here. Comcast gets 1 million URL requests a second.
All right, what does the government want to do to this relationship?
They say you can't do that. They say you can't manage the network. It's socialism for the internet. Everybody gets equal amounts of nothing. They try to say that no matter what you're doing, you cannot get any more bandwidth than the person next to you. It's like saying to the fire department, that house is on fire, that house is brushing its teeth. They get the same amount of water.
Okay, all right, a couple of questions. First of all, as I read the law, the FCC has zero authority to regulate the internet. Secondly, the internet is so free, so pure free market, it has worked with near perfection without any government involvement whatsoever.
Net neutrality is a solution running around looking for a problem. You're exactly right. The last time Congress addressed communications policy, it was the 1996 Act, and the chairman of the FCC, Julius Genachowski himself, told the Washington Post a little over a month ago that the Communications Act does not address broadband. The courts in April have already told the FCC they do not have the authority under the current regulatory scheme, and yet they're going ahead with this vote anyway.
All right, and they're going ahead with the vote about 3 days before Christmas, when the Congress will be gone, when the federal courts will be closed, when 90% of the country will be occupied with other things. They're just going to sort of spring this on us.
It's a last-minute, under cover of Christmas, spring upon the American people, not unlike last year's Christmas Eve vote on health care. This is another one of those, let's sneak it in under the door when no one's looking.
All right, what can we do about it, other than somebody filing a lawsuit to a federal court of appeals in Washington, which would probably prevail? What can we do between the time they spring this on us and the time the court opens its doors?
The Congressional Review Act is the best way to deal with this. In the Congress, in the new Congress in January, they have 60 days from the time of the vote. What they can do is it's a simple vote in the House. The majority rules. In the Senate, all it takes is 30 senator signatures. It gets on the floor. It's also not filibusterable, which means you don't need 60. All you need is 51, which means 47 Republicans. You need to get 4 of the 23 Democrats that are up for re-election.
So what we really need to do is make sure everybody knows to tell their representatives in both houses of the Congress, this is a monstrosity waiting to destroy our freedom, and it is very easy to stop. Seton Motley, thank you very much.